got a great one in store. Between the Los Angeles Chargers, and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Oakland Raiders. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 65 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. This is Melvin Gordon, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that brought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go! Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue landing! Blue landing! Over! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play for the Raiders on 3rd down. 45 yards.
No. Check. Patriot! Blue landing! Gone!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. A gain of 39 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Gone! Set! Blue landing! Leopard!
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Cooper fast with the feet. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Patriot! Let's go! Clean at Detroit! All right, now look at 56. Clean at 56. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Back 99. No. Check. Patriot!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, 78. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Oakland. And even 50 yards. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Gun. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he floated one out there incomplete. So it's up. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen, 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Detroit! Set! Boom! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Leopard!
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And nothing but daylight ahead. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if to call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people's bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the third quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and he's delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Detroit. All right, here we go. Blue, land it. Here we go now. Blue, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Now, check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Let's go. 3-19. Leopard. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this will be caught at the 30. They give him a gain of 38. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Detroit.
And they give this time to the tailback. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Gone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Green.
He'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
All right, here we go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now they'll run it on the toss. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And this offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.